Yeah, I'll try to make him quit in as fast as possible. See how it goes.
So when you play online, do guys usually quit?
Yeah, usually like you have to play 20 games every weekend as part of like the minimum, and it's pretty quick for me. Hopefully, some people don't quit though. I'm just letting you guys know. It could be like 14-0 and they still keep playing. Maybe one more. And there you go.
What happened?
I think he's quitting.
It's breaking hearts.
26 game minutes, which is like 3 minutes of your life. Pretty good.
Light work, huh?
Light work. But yeah, this day of my life.
It's gonna be game, it's 3-1, it's X11E2 who takes the result and will march on in this bracket into the quarterfinals in front of his home crowd. As for Goal Machine, it's the end of his season, out in the initial round, and he'll have to start to look on to the 2024 eMLS season for maybe when he'll lift a trophy once again.
Hi, my name is Nawid Noorzai and I'm a professional FIFA player for Toronto FC. Goal Machine came from an argument out of my brothers, and I decided to split accounts, and I really wanted to like play FIFA. So I was just like debating, thinking what I should do, and like it was late night and time was ticking. And I was like, you know what, I play FIFA, I score a lot of goals, I'll just do Goal Machine just to start playing like really quick. And then funny thing is it kind of stuck with me because I went pro with that name, so yeah, here we are now. It's like a global name. At first it was kind of like an illusion, like a dream you could say. Like I would tell people would be like, nah, you're tripping, that's impossible. But I was like, there's a possibility because I think I'm better than these people I see on YouTube, etc. And I made my first tournament by deferring all my exams in university. So it was kind of like a sacrifice I had to do, but it paid off because when I went to my first tournament, I played really well. And from there it was like dominoes. That's when I got like my first full contract, etc. And then I kind of turned dreams to reality, you could say. I'll show you guys where I do my work in my studio. This is my workstation. Got my 2 monitors set up, my PlayStation, my PC, got my gaming chair, pretty much everything I need. Yeah, over here is my trophies desk. Got my first trophy with TFC last year, LS1 champion. Got a few trophies from playing soccer growing up. My old controller is a little bit dirty, don't mind that. This is my lanyard with Team Canada at the FIFA E finals. This is a little bit of a throwback. This is from 2019 when I could say I was one of the best in the world for sure. My current ranking at the end of the year was 7th, as it says on the bottom. And yeah, just great times, great memories, and yeah, I just gotta cherish it.
Right now, so the rankings change every year. What do you now, and what are you hoping to get to?
At the moment, it hasn't been established really. Everyone's like, you could say, like NA or, you know, unidentified, but hoping to get like top 10, top 5, maybe number 1. Joining TFC, to be honest, I always knew they had like an esports system, but at the time when I came up, they already had a player, and in the back of my head, I was always like, I hope I sign for them, I wish I signed for them. And when the opportunity came, the old manager's name was Shane. He hit me up one time on Twitter if we could chat, and at that time I was a free agent, so like I got excited. So when we did chat, all went well, and here we are today. When TFC's offer came, I didn't really like if or if about it, you know? It was like, all right, TFC's here, this is what I wanted for a few years, and let's make the best of it.
With Goal Machine, like I kind of see it as I oversee him. You know, I manage his day-to-day operations. Essentially, I want to create an environment where he just needs to focus on winning. him as a person is completely different as how he plays the game. Plays the game very aggressively. He wants to score goals. He wants to push the pace. He wants to be the first one to score, the first one to do everything. He's gonna attack. He's gonna try and score goals, hence goal machine. Off the game, he is the most even-keeled, laid-back, chill guy ever.
Oh man, he reads every play.
Good finish, bro. Good finish.
Oh, there we go.
I can't do this anymore. This is, the L Club. Here we go.
So eMLS is basically just like how MLS works, where every club has a single player that they sign. That's their player. They wear their jersey, they're in press releases, they show up at media days, they do all the same things that players do. And when they compete with a controller in their hand instead of on the field physically. But what they do is they play in 3 tournaments: League Series 1, League Series 2, and eMLS Cup. And so in each one, they try to win and prove that they're the best player in that tournament of all the teams that are playing, and they'll move on to the global level as well.
Esports, it's very much a mental game, and staying locked in, even if it's a 20-minute game. Being good and being great, the players that separate themselves is who can stay locked in the whole entire time. The 2021-2022 season was his first season with TFC, and we knew we had a player who was one of the top-ranked players in the world, not even just Canada, not even just North America. So we really doubled down on winning that season.
Tucks it home, and Goal Machine and Toronto FC move forward to the semi-finals.
I remember during negotiations, I was I'm confident in myself as a player and my abilities that if I do put my head down and really grind the game, I can be one of the best. And I did that for the first one, and it paid off.
And then this season, describe what it took for him to make it to eMLS Cup.
He goes into day 1 of qualifiers for League Series 2 and sweeps the field.
Plays it back to Mbappe. Wow! What have we just seen?
Not only did he finish ranked number 1 in qualifiers for League Series 2, he solidified his spot in eMLS Cup, finishing 7th on the season.
Do you chip it? No, you just smash it home. Game, set, match. This one's done.
So today we are gonna see who is gonna be the eMLS Cup champion. We have some of the best competitors from North America in Austin, Texas, to see who's gonna win the eMLS Cup.
As dramatic as MLS is on the field, it's just as much so in the esports environment. eMLS has the greatest cumulative talent of FIFA esports players in the world, and we see it in the intensity of every single one of the tournaments that go down. It's competitive, it's tense, it's dramatic, it's a little bit rude at times, but it is everything you could ask for in an esports event.
Obviously, the first half of his game against Ex Verde, he was dominating. Ex Verde didn't get out of his half. Nawid scored a quick goal and was up 1-0. Obviously, a couple bad bounces led to a 45th minute goal, which totally shifted the game's momentum. I don't want to give any excuses for Nawid, but that second half was just nothing was going his way. His players were tripping on each other, passes weren't going through, and eventually he lost 3-1. It was a short trip for Nawid. eMLS season ended, but we look at it as a learning point. You see how you can get super high with the highs and very low with the lows, but we want to keep that momentum, kind of in the middle, especially as he competes with Team Canada, looks to compete in FIFA Global Series for the 3rd and 4th qualifier. I think this will definitely help him in the development of his FIFA career. He's still young, he's still really, really good at the game, and I think everyone needs to learn how to lose. And he's just never lost. He's always been so good that he's never had to really face adversity too often. So I think this was a little bit of a reality check, but I think, people should be scared of how he's going to come back next season and he's going to win a lot of money.
My family is originally from Afghanistan. We came to Canada in 2002, so I basically grew up here. As long as my memory goes back, I remember my brothers playing against each other in FIFA. They would give me a fake controller, can you believe that?
How old were you in that pick? When did you start?
Literally 3 or 4. But I didn't understand much, but it was just fun for me. And I was trying to learn or get better Because FIFA is more of a thinking game. If you don't know what you're doing, it's just like run straight and shoot, right? Which doesn't work.
So where did you get this album?
Like my mom made it, I'll be honest. Because I remember before we had like a bunch of photos all randomly, and then she assorted one just for me. Because I grew up the majority of my life here, so I guess there's more cameras and stuff. So she made sure to like capture like a lot of my childhood. My mom did a lot for me and everything she could, and I'm grateful. So yeah, I can't ask for more. This is me in grade 7. I used to play soccer for a rep club.
What position?
Like false 9, striker. Like I wasn't fast, but I could play with the ball. Yeah, I grew up playing rep my whole life, and like I think it was really good for me because it taught me the game. Taught me to be mentally tough, taught me like tactics, you can say. This one here, I think I was maybe like 6 or 5, and my brother was like 10 or 11, and he just won like a local summer league tournament, and it was the finals, and there's this trophy.
So you and your brother are pretty close, huh?
Yeah, we're pretty close. I mean, we were closer like before, but now we're getting kind of older and busier, and like sometimes we don't see each other for like a few days because of work and stuff, and yeah, it's tough, but I think we're still close. We're good.
Did you used to go to games together? Like TFC matches or anything?
Like back in the day? Like
Anything?
No, we never got the chance to. But hopefully.
Maybe we'll make it happen?
Yeah, hopefully. This weekend.
Who do you think's gonna win this weekend? Toronto or Miami?
Toronto for sure, they have to.
What score?
Do or die. I say 2-0.
Surprise Duke, Miami's way. Intercepted and brought away now for Hay for Toronto. Bernadeschi on that left foot, outside of Lorraine for the cross, and it's in for Toronto! A